Hello, I am Marisha and welcome to my creative diary. I hope you're having a great day. I cannot believe we are less than 3 months away from Christmas. I am so excited! Over the next few weeks, I'm going to share with you some holiday projects such as cards, tags, and favors, just to name a few. It is my hope that these projects do inspire you to create this holiday season. If you decide to recreate any of these projects, feel free to tag me at the Diary of Belle Rose, as I would love to show you some love. I now present to you the 2022 Merry Cardsmas series. Let's get started. To begin, I brought in Scrapbook.com's Nested Tags die set, and off camera I used one of the dies to die cut a piece of acetate. My card base is going to be an A2 standard sized top folding acetate card. I'm going to bring in my tag, and then next I'm going to bring in some paint by Folk Art. This is a multi-surface satin acrylic paint. Using a foam tool that is mostly used for ink blending, I'm going to use it to apply the paint around the edge of the tag and the card front. Once I'm done applying the paint, I'm then going to place the tag and the card base aside and allow it to dry. I love snow. Anyone who knows me knows I talk about snow all the time. Spring, summer, fall, and the winter time. I am an advocate for snow. So I thought, what better way to kick off my Merry Cardsmas series by creating a wintry snow themed card for the holiday season. Now that I'm finished with my card base, it is on to the next step. I used paper tray inks Into the Blooms poinsettias die set to die cut the elements needed to create the poinsettias. I'm now going to bring in Tim Holtz Distress Glitter Clear Rock Candy, and I'm going to apply some adhesive glue around the edge of the petals of the flower. And then from there, I'm going to sprinkle the Clear Rock candy on the flower. I'm going to repeat this step for the rest of the petals, and then I'm going to place them aside and allow them to dry. I'm now going to create a mini card that's going to be placed inside of the acetate card. So I brought in Distressed Oxides, Saltwater Taffy, and Broken China. Using my blending brush, I'm going to blend the two colors together. Once I'm happy with the blend, I'm then going to bring in some water and spray it on the oxide, and then I'm going to bring in a paper towel to soak up the excess. Now at first this was going to be a square card, but I changed my mind. So I brought in Waffle Flowers Nesting Ovals die. Once I select the die that I'm going to use to create the card, I'm going to run this card through the die cutting machine. And as you see right here, I have two pieces. So to create the card, I'm going to take the top piece and I'm going to score it. Then from there, I'm going to apply some adhesive glue to the top of the oval, and then I'm going to adhere the two pieces together. And as you see right here, I have an oval card. I'm now bringing back in the card base and tag after the paint dried, and it's time to add some glitter goodness. So I brought in Distressed Glitters Clear Rock Candy. I'm going to apply some adhesive glue around the edge of the tag, and then from there I'm going to apply the rock candy. And I'm going to repeat this step with my card base. So as you see right here, I'm applying the glue. And then from there, I'm going to sprinkle on some of the rock candy. And then I'm going to place the card and the tag to the side and allow them to dry. I'm now going to adhere my oval card inside of the acetate card base. So I'm going to use adhesive tape to apply it to the back of the oval card. And then from there, I'm going to position and adhere it to the inside of the acetate card. Next, I brought in Scrapbook.com's Snowflake Shapes die set. And off camera, I did die cut some snowflakes out of iridescent glitter cardstock. I'm going to position them on the tag and the card, and then from there I'm going to assemble my poinsettias. After I'm happy with the placement of the elements, I'm then going to adhere them to the card and the tag. Now here is a tip, trick, hack, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes when I'm creating my projects and I'm kind of questioning, do I want to place this here or maybe I should place it there? What I'll do is I'll take a picture. I will change up the positioning of the elements and I'll take a variety of pictures, and then from there I'll look and see, okay, maybe I like this placement better than the other. So that may be something that you may want to consider when you're creating your projects, but I want to encourage you to not overthink it, okay? Sometimes we have the tendency of doing that. Try not to, okay? Making projects is about having fun and enjoying the moment. Now I'm going to bring in Honeybee Stamp's Merry Buzzword Die Set, and we're going to create a sentiment sandwich. So I cut out the sentiment twice out of white cardstock, once out of gold, and once out of vellum. The vellum was cut out using the shadow die. Then from there, I'm going to adhere the gold and white layer together, and then I'm going to adhere that layer to the vellum. And then on the back of the vellum, I'm going to adhere the other white piece. Now I do it this way to prevent smearing of adhesive glue when I adhere my sentiment to my projects. So there you have it, a sentiment sandwich. Now I'm going to adhere the sentiment to the card and the tag, and this project is almost complete. To create my Christmas sentiment banners, I used Honeybee Stamp's Merry Stamp Set and Sentiment Banners die. I'm then going to use adhesive tape to adhere them to the card and tag. It's time to add some splatter to my project, so I brought back in the paint that I used earlier. And I'm going to use water to loosen up the paint, and using my paintbrush, I'm going to give it a few taps to add some splatter to my projects. Here is something that you may want to consider if you decide to recreate these projects. Now for the tag, you can leave it as is, or on the back, you can add a piece of cardstock. Any shape of your choosing, whether oval, square, rectangle, that way you'll have room to write the name of your recipient, or you can create a mini card to go on the back. Now as far as my card, I don't want that adhesive showing. I've got to clean that up. So I decided to apply another piece of oval cardstock on the back. So I brought in my adhesive tape. I'm going to apply it to the back, and then I'm going to adhere the oval piece of cardstock to the back of my card. This card is officially complete. I am loving how this turned out. To finish up my tag, I brought in my crocodile to punch a hole in the top of the tag. And then I'm going to bring in the eyelet and I'm going to place it in the hole. And then I'm going to use the eyelet setter on the crocodile to crimp the eyelet on the tag. And there you have it. These projects are done. A card and matching tag set. Perfect to create for your loved one this holiday season. Thank you for joining me for day 1 of my Merry Cardsmas series. Stay tuned because day 2 is coming soon. The products that I used in this video are listed and linked below. Here's another tutorial that I think you might enjoy. I'm sending you love and a whole lot of hugs. Until next time, please take care.